This is where the fun begins.
Hello there. How's it going?
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and today we're going to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Jedi Master Soul from the Acolyte. Soul is a beautifully written character, and I've been loving every minute of his screen time so far. It's just a great portrayal of a Jedi who's conflicted with following the Jedi rules while also not being emotionally absent, and he has been a lot of fun to watch, and so many really, really cool fight scenes with him in this show. He is just amazing. This is a figure I've been wanting to add to the collection ever since he got announced, and I'm so excited he is here. As always, this is a Acolyte loving channel. I gotta be honest, it's probably my second favorite Disney Plus Star Wars show. It is that good. So we're not gonna be bashing it in the comments. Look, you don't gotta like it. Just don't be a jerk. That's all I'm asking. So anyway, let's get into the review and see if this is a worthy addition to the collection. All right, the drill. As always, we got to take a look at the packaging. This is the new Black Series packaging, where it kind of goes back to being square while also keeping all of the highlights of the Galaxy packaging. Galaxy 2.0, I think that's what we're going to call it. You have your Star Wars The Black Series logo up above a big window showing Master Soul and his one accessory off nicely. You have the Acolyte in red, number 2, Jedi Master Soul, warning 4+ Hasbro. Some really cool artwork of him on the side, looking really cool. This side features your wraparound window, wraparound red stripe, Black Series logo down below. Around back, you have a Black Series logo again, a zoom in of the art, his name, and a bio, not about him, but about the show. That's kind of just what they do for the new Disney Plus stuff. Number 2 in the Acolyte lineup, a bunch of legal stuff, Disney, Hasbro, neat little pull tab on the bottom, and I'll actually demonstrate that this time because I didn't on the OSHA video. But there's a barcode, some legal stuff, a hanger tab up top, no window, doesn't let any light in the box for you inbox collectors, but that's fine because toys are meant to be played with anyway. Let's open them up. So my new method on these, actually, because the windows are like glued in on the Galaxy packaging, I would always just kind of shove my finger in under and just rip the top off and pull the tray out. But what I've been doing here is I haven't even been cutting the tape. I've just been pulling down on that tab, and you see it starts to stretch the tape, and it kind of lets go like one of those like foam poster hangers. There you go. And it like stretches and gets skinny and stuff. So yeah, that's my new method for opening these. I just break the seal. Here's Soul out of the packaging. As always, we'll start by taking a look at the accessories. So the accessory that's packed loose with him is his blue-bladed lightsaber. I do actually like the color of plastic they used for the blue. It does seem to be catching the light rather nicely. It's good and translucent. It's not quite fluorescent like the greens are getting. I really love what they're doing with the green sabers, but this one definitely catches the light better than most. The hilt is actually very nicely detailed. His hilt is very basic. It's basically just like 2 silver shrouds over a black core, and there's a little bit of gray cubing going on the pommel, and it's very simple, but it is nicely recreated here. It features a peg because, as most Black Series sabers do, you can remove the blade from the hilt and then peg it onto his belt for belt storage. I don't really think that's a feature that many people will ever do when they're displaying a Jedi figure, but it is nice to have the option. Now, he also has a Jedi cloak that he is packaged wearing, so it's an accessory, but I figure I'll show it last. So it actually lays rather nicely on him. I do like these soft goods Jedi cloaks. This one is different than most we've seen before, though. The hood is very, very baggy and actually has a little stitch in it to keep the hood mounted to the back. This cloak is specifically tailored to be shown in the down position. So you kind of just have to drag it up over the shoulders and kind of close it up in the front. You see it's kind of got a weird cut to it there, but it is meant to be in the hood down. So that's really cool. Pulling it off of his shoulders will reveal the figure in his entirety, though, and my God, is he glorious. He is so cool. I love these kind of yellowy cream High Republic-ish Jedi robes. They don't feature all of the markings on them as like the true High Republic, like the comic run. Not that that's anything I care about. I don't really watch any of that or read any of that, I suppose. But this is just a really, really cool Jedi aren't these like their adventure robes or something? They're not quite their temple robes. Very nice tan-based tunic with the yellow overlay, nice reddish-brown belt, and then he has the very, very chrome gold forearm like bracers and gloves. They look oh so cool. The likeness here is really, really good. I do like the likeness. Certain angles maybe straight dead on ain't perfect, but you get any sort of profile to it, and this is absolutely Master Soul. I love everything about this. The hair sculpted amazing. It's kind of shaggy, comes back to a little bit of a bun there, or a ponytail, I mean, not a bun. Come on, I'm not a stylist. I buzz my own hair with a number 2 guard. But just very, very cool. Very, very Jedi looking. You know, this is a Jedi ready to go on a mission. He's got a bunch of little things going on his belt. Nice gold buckle, little silver tubes there, and whatever that thing is, and a pouch, and whatever these seams and stuff on the back are. Little CoverTech port there. Just looks oh so cool. The pants are a little basic. They're just kind of a brown with some nice reddish leather boots. Something I've noticed is the knee articulation can actually go a little too forward, and then it kind of makes the knee look a little gappy from the sides. So not incredibly keen on the knees here, but it's not like terrible either. This is just a great representation of Master Soul, who is an amazing character, and so I'm happy to have a good representation. To run through the articulation, there is some pretty good stuff going on here. Actually, though, being that he's basically entirely new, there are some things that shocked me too, so I'll show them when we get to them. But he has the double ball neck, which allows him to look that far up, that far down. He gets some side to side and some pivot, of course. His arms come up to a T pose. There's a good butterfly joint. 360 at the shoulders. The overlay is very, very rubbery. It gets out of the way nicely. Single jointed elbows can go just past 90 and swivel. 360 at the wrists, and both of them hinge up and down. There's actually hinges, which is wild because like Osha had the ball jointed wrists, and I guess I just thought that was going to be the standard in the line, but he has hinges on the wrists. Mid torso ball joint, you can crunch that far forward, that far back. You can swivel, a little bit of a click in there, and a ton of pivot. His legs can kick that far out, that far forward. The rubber skirt kind of knocks it back a little bit back, and then there's actually an upper thigh swivel in there, which again I thought they were discontinuing, like these are new legs, right? But anyway, single jointed knees can go past 90 and then swivel at the knee, which kind of negates the thigh swivel, and then the feet can point straight down, a little bit forward, and there's a forward facing pin for rocker. It allows you to get in some really dynamic Jedi poses with both feet flat on the ground. To do a brief size comparison, after I get him standing back up, here he is next to a Phase 1 clone trooper who's just kind of acting as our standard 6-foot-tall scale. He's a touch under. I think that's probably accurate, though. He doesn't seem like a super mega tall guy. And then here he is next to former Padawan Osha, who he does stand a lot taller than in the show. All in all, I think these scale rather nicely. So, at the end of the day, what do I think of Jedi Master Soul? I love this action figure. As I've said a few times, he is a beautifully written character. I adore every scene he is in, and he was going to be a day one pickup from his first scene. I am so happy to finally have him in the collection. He is so fun to pose. I honestly think you will also have a blast posing him in your collection. He is, if you are even a passive fan of the Acolyte, if you're like, hey, you know, this show's okay, I'm going to get one figure from it, you're looking at it like Soul. Come on. How could you pass on Soul? Such a fun figure, such an easy suggestion for me to say pick up. And all in all, I love it. I could keep saying the same stuff over and over again, or I could wrap it, so I'm going to wrap it. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. You know the drill. I'm going to go work on something else for now, so until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you, and goodbye.